Yo, what the fuck is up, TikTok? If you get that reference, good for you. Okay, so we're back. Episode 4, week 4. Right, I have 53 days left before I drop out, and I need to make a $10,000, or I need to stay in school to study for the A levels and walk away from my business. This week is really interesting. Where I just thought about this. My hair is so bad, man. Like, hold on. Let me show this soft toy. Dude, someone said that my hair looks like this, bro. There's no way it's that bad, man. I need to fix my hair after NS, bro. Holy shit. Okay, anyways. This week, let me reveal the numbers. So, current cash collected is 2k. I collected 1k this week in USD. Percentage of goal reach is 20%. Change from last week is additional 1,000. And my emotions is I feel much more confident. The reason why is because people have advanced into my funnel even more. So, I have actually a call with this guy. Let's see. Right here. Mr. Jose. And he does e-commerce. I'm pretty sure we can do like a high ticket deal with him easily. Like 3k USD. So that will convert to like 4k. Yeah. 3.8k SGD. Right. Which would bring me to 50%. And the reason why it's taking so long is because again it's free value and shit, and so the sales cycle is like fucking long, but you know you can't complain. And then there's this other client I also have. She wants to do a paid trial with me right now, and it's to design carousel posts, which is like, ew, honestly I don't really want to do it, but you know I can save her a lot of time, so I can deliver her a lot of value. So you know I can't complain right now. So like she needs like 2 to 3 posts every single day. And so across the span of 30 days, that would be like, let's say it's just 60 posts, and then each post is like $30. That'd be like 1.8k, right? So that's like probably 1 to 2 months away. So I'll just keep that client with me for now. And there's a couple of big clients like 7-8 figure brands. No, honestly, it's just one. But that one, it just needs a bit of time, I think. So we're good for now. And my current client, right? Our funnel didn't work, bro. The funnel didn't work, it flopped. So I created like, you know what, let me show you. This huge, massive funnel over here in Framer. Like, I designed myself, bro, even though I'm ass at design. I designed this all by myself, created all the copy. I thought it would do really well. And then it fucking flopped, man. It did so bad. I remember I got on the call with this guy, and I thought he was really going to scream at me because this guy is like a pretty angry dude. But dude, he really touched me, man. He's like, you know what, you're really ambitious. I trust you a lot. You know, I want to give you your money, right? And whatnot. So, and I think I have a theory for why that happened. Let me show you that later. But basically, I architect the entire funnel again. And today was so productive. I just did so much copy. Just like 25 pages of copy, VSLs, right? VSLs here as well. So this is really exciting shit. Really exciting shit. Yeah, so that's kind of it in terms of like the money side. You know, New Year is coming soon, so Chinese New Year. So I'll get like red packets and shit. So that should be like extra 1k. And then my savings right now is like another 1k. So I should be really, really close. The thing is with this guy, right? As long as I hit 1,000 members for him, literally it's like 10k in commissions immediately already. So this guy, like all my attention is funneling towards him right now because it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Makes so much sense. And this week is like, I would say one of the best weeks I've had in like 3 to 4 months, right? Excluding the immersion trip itself. I mean, in the immersion trip, my business really fucking suffered, but you know, it was fun. Basically, I traveled to China in November because of this BSP scholarship thing where I was with all my friends. But yeah, other than that, that's when business really went to debt and shit. But anyways, I've created this shit. Let me show you. Self-transcendence workbook. And it's basically like a vision board thing where I have like my idols. I don't know if you can see this. This is Mr. Homozy. This is Hamza. I used to watch him when, I don't know, so long time ago, bro. He was the first guy I ever encountered when it came to self-improvement. Actually, second guy. Iman was the first. And this guy is Sue Go. He's this 19-year-old Malaysian dude. 19, bro. He's making like 200k a month or some shit. KJ Rainey, copywriting dude. This is Matt, the self-improvement guy. And then Charlie, myself, and then Iman. And basically inside, there's like, some vision boards and shit that look something like that, right? The next page has like personal shit, so I'm going to show you that. But this is probably what's going to happen to me. It'd be so interesting to see this shit, like what happens in like 1 to 2 years. Hopefully you can see this. And then there is a manifesto that I created for myself as well, right? Like exactly what I want to, like exactly who I am. Let me read like a paragraph to you. Let's see. Ethan is an elite copywriter and marketer. He has generated over 10 million for his clients, and his clients are extremely loyal to him. They pay him 20k retainers with bonuses because losing Ethan would cost them far more than keeping him. His clients love him so much that his name is spoken loudly in private circles. So loudly that he has to tell his clients to quieten down due to demand. When online coaches need a copywriter, Ethan Lim is the first name that comes to mind. So it sounds like pretty narcissistic, but I learned this from Charlie Morgan, and it's really all about, creating experiences in your head so that you tip the belief scale. Right, for instance, I literally do affirmations, and it's so dumb because, because I have school, right? So in the morning, I can't do the affirmations. So what I literally do is I take the MRT, I'm on the red line, so is that north-south some shit? On the red line, and I take to Bishan MRT. I go to some secluded place in the mall, and I literally sit there and I read the affirmations to myself. I tried doing it in a toilet, but then it's just so weird and it's low-key like stuffy. So I just sit in a random place in the mall and I'm literally right there just saying shit to myself, closing my eyes and smiling to myself, which is pretty weird, but it seems to be working, right? Especially this one. I'm a pain-seeking monster and obsessed with productive pain. I actively seek hard things with a smile on my face, knowing that I'm getting closer to my goals. I feel courageous and powerful. Like the past 2 days, right, when I was hitting the gym, dude, it was like one of the best sessions ever, man. Like I do this RP sets for like small muscle groups. So like bicep curls, for instance, I do like 14 kg times 15 reps, and I rest for 30 seconds. I do 6 reps, rest for 30 seconds, another 6 reps, rest for 30, another 6 reps, rest for 30, and then another 6 reps, rest for 30. So like on the third set, I was genuinely dying. Like I would have stopped then, but I continued, man. I continued, and you just feel so amazing after that. So gym is like, I really like going to the gym right now, when previously I used to have a problem with going to the gym, and I feel like it's because of this affirmation right here. So it's all about, reading loudly, painting a clear and detailed vision in your mind, and then feeling that emotion, right? The emotion is very important for you to create a vivid experience. Yeah. The one other affirmation is, I'm extremely consistent. I easily follow my schedule to perfection for months on end, regardless of stress or circumstances. Burnout does not exist in my reality, and I feel unstoppable and proud. Dude, and this is so interesting because remember I complained about struggling with sleep in like week 1 or week 2 before this. My sleep right now is so much better. Like, okay, granted, like it takes me like 10 to 15 minutes still to fall asleep, and sometimes my mind is still really active because I, for some reason, like to read all the way until 8 p.m. So I'm going to change that tomorrow. That I put it in here. How to rest more before sleep during break time. Yeah, but right now, the moment I hit the bed, right, I have no racing thoughts. In like 10 or 15 minutes, I'm like knocked out. I'm fully asleep, which is crazy. And so this is the affirmation related to it. I'm an elite sleeper. I fall asleep in any condition in under 10 minutes. Sleep comes so easily to me, and I feel so blessed. So I read through this entire book like 2 times a day, and it's been life-changing, bro. So that's really cool. I feel so much more confident in my future right now, which is great, huh? Yeah. And so, in terms of the lessons I learned this week, what did I learn this week? I wrote some shit down here. Oh yeah, I'm the happiest when I work the hardest. This is crazy though, cause like, people like to push a narrative, right, that you need to, rest on weekends, that you should strike a balance. But I found that I'm the happiest when I work the hardest. I wouldn't say it's healthy. It's probably unhealthy, but it's really weird, right? I'm the happiest when I work the hardest. And the more I push myself, the more pain I put myself in, the happier I am. Because I think that, I'm getting closer to my goals. Obviously, in the long run, this is probably not good for me, but right now, I say this is really, really beneficial. Almost getting like addicted to, working. And I think a really, really nice trick that I've been doing in order to do this is to use work as a coping mechanism. So whenever I feel anxious, stressed, right, instead of turning to like coping mechanisms like watching YouTube, scrolling YouTube, I don't know, fapping or something, just throw yourself back into the work and tell yourself that, you know, work will make me feel calmer. That is like such a hack, by the way. That's such a hack. Yeah, and the second thing is do not break promises to yourself. If you look at someone that's really, really confident, right? Not that fake kind of confidence, the real people that are, you can feel their confidence. There's literally like aura surrounding them. I think it's mostly because they do not break promises to themselves, and so they know that they can trust themselves, right? Like pretend you're a friend. If you tell yourself that, you know, okay, Ethan, I'm gonna meet you at 7 a.m. in this mall today, and then you don't show up, and then your friend doesn't show up. Over time, obviously, you won't trust him, right? And when it comes to like actual shit, like, okay, I actually need to sit down and lock in, you're not gonna do it. So I think this is really important. Do not break promises to yourself, no matter how small they are. So Sharan, which is, he used to be a janitor who couldn't even speak English. Right now, he is the president at acquisition.com, this guy. This dude. So he's like working with Alex and Layla. He has this thing he called like you work open to go. So basically you have a list of things you need to do, and you do not rest, you do not take the day off until you have completed that thing. I think that's something that I'm trying to learn from and do as well. And Suego, which is the dude I just showed you, the one with this hair, which looks really bad honestly, but now his hair is so much better. He also has this thing called inability to follow through, where he lists down things where he doesn't follow through just to make it more conscious, to bring it into his consciousness, right? So that's something I've been learning as well. If I want to have self-conviction, which I definitely need to have a lot of if I'm going to drop out, right? I need to be able to fulfill all the promises to myself. I need to have unshakable self-conviction, and that only comes when I fulfill all the promises I make to myself. And the last thing that I've learned is discipline is generalized, not localized. So I learned this like quite some time ago, but I think I really understand it right now. Which is, you know, some people think that they can be extremely disciplined in one area, but not disciplined in another. But that's not possible, because your brain, no matter what activity you do, your brain kind of uses the same sort of thought process. So let's say in the gym, or let's say your goal is to make money to, make like 10K a month. And obviously to do that, you need to work really hard at the start, right? And so your goal right now, your behavior that you want to have is to work really hard. But then you are struggling with it. And the reason is that you're probably not being disciplined in other areas of your life. For instance, at the gym, you might be, you know, not pushing yourself at all. Like you're not taking yourself to failure. You're stopping before you hit failure. Maybe in terms of relationships, right? You are avoiding uncomfortable conversations. You're not willing to say no. You're saying yes to everything. And your brain uses that same thought process. So if you're not disciplined in those areas, you're not seeking for pain, or rather you're not willing to face the pain that comes, you know, as you're growing, then the same is going to manifest when you work. And I'm saying this because the past 2 days I've been really pushing myself in the gym, like crazy pushing myself until I'm almost on the verge of tears. It's really fun though. And I realized that when I'm doing work, right, I can really start to, even when I don't feel like doing it, I can really lock myself in and start doing it much better. Or I can do much more work. Like my capacity for doing deep work has increased a lot, and my capacity to endure uncomfortable emotions has increased a lot as well. And that is because I used to try and only be disciplined in the area of work, right? And whenever like there's gym and I really don't feel like it, I just don't go. I thought that nothing would happen, but I didn't realize that would seep slowly into my work ethic. That's always why, you know, when I skip the gym or I stop pushing so hard at the gym, my work kind of suffers a bit. So that's the reason why. Discipline is generalized and not localized. If you want to be disciplined in one area, you have to be disciplined in all areas, right? It's kind of all or nothing when it comes to discipline. So that's kind of it for this week. And holy shit, January is almost over, bro. It's really fast, man. crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I should do like a. I'm thinking. My last week in Hwa I should probably like do a vlog or something. I'll probably take Rock's Orang Retail's phone. I don't know. I think that'd be fun. Okay, anyways, thanks for watching and see you soon.